All right, guys. Another morning video. On the way to work, listen to the radio or whatnot. 105.3 The Fan, a local radio station here in DFW. They were talking about the Dez situation, about the interview over the phone with him last Thursday or Friday or something like that. I was not going to make a video about Dez probably anymore until closer to, training and, OTAs and stuff like that. I'm kind of tired of talking about the situation. But it has to exist because of contracts and things like that, and the public and the fans and the media want him to take a pay cut and all that stuff. They were just kind of going over the interview over the phone, and the things he was saying, the things he was talking about, and I think he was a little bit more upset at the fans and the media, us dogging him. I like Dez. It's something about Dez that I really like, and y'all might not agree with me on this. There's a dog in him. There's a fire in him. There's a Michael Irvin-ish to him as far as his aspect of wanting to win. And I love that. I love that. I'm that way. I was that way when I played. I'm that way. I'm not playing anymore. Any player that's been successful for us, in the past, and no, he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring, and y'all know that. We haven't won a Super Bowl in 23 years. But he's done a lot for this team. He earned a pay raise. I don't have anything in front of me. This is kind of a freestyle video. I'm not going over numbers. If I am, they're probably not 100% accurate, so y'all just bear with me. But I just wanted to kind of point out some things about Dez Bryant. The fire that he has as an athlete is what I love about Dez. Dez is one of those guys that, and they talked about this. They talked about him, and he even admitted it. He wasn't 100% when he stepped out on that field this season. And hell, ever since 2015 when he had that real bad ankle injury. But Dez is one of those guys that he wants to help his team no matter what. Now, if you've played the game of football, like I have on different levels, from being small, junior high, high school, college, different levels, going through practice, going through two-a-days, going through, full pads, shorts and t-shirt, helmets and just upper pads, whatever. Going in the weight room, weight training, conditioning, all that stuff. You're sore. You're never, ever, ever, ever 100%. You're never 100%. And I'm not justifying this, but you're never 100%. You're probably at like maybe 91, 92%. What gets you at 100% is when game time comes, you don't feel those pains and aches and stuff. You're so crunk, you're so hyped up. But you're never really 100% because you're sore, you're banged up, you're doing things that a normal person wouldn't do throughout each week in the season. And I do agree that Dez's numbers have declined from 2014. Obviously 15 he didn't play that much, and from last year, I think I made a video about this, about his numbers. I believe last year's numbers and this year's numbers were kind of similar. Actually, he had more yards this past season. I think he had 867 yards this season. I can't remember how many touchdowns. And last year, he had 700 and something yards. I know that for sure. But we had a running game. We had Zeke 2016. So the focus wasn't on him. Isn't that something? Now that Zeke was out for suspension and in and out, and, not knowing if he was gonna play or not, obviously the focus was on Dez 2017 because Dez was supposed to step up and take over the load. But our weak ass scheme, offensive scheme, didn't allow and Dez dropping some balls here and there, and Dak miscommunications and everything. You can throw all that in the cereal bowl and eat it. All those things took place. So But I'm not disagreeing on Dez's decline. I mean, he has. Maybe we don't know if it was the injury. I don't know. I'm not going to say, oh, well, he was hurt. So, because as a warrior, as a leader, you want to be out there. You're not going to say, hey, guys, you know what? I'm not 100%, so I'm not going to get out there. Y'all go ahead. You're going to be like, damn, what? Whoa, wait a minute. See, us as fans, especially people that haven't played the game, it's so matter-of-factly for us to just say things and be like, oh, well, let's cut him. Let's get rid of him. He declined, and he wasn't 100%. So, we've got on him about that. But a warrior, because I've played hurt some games. There have been times, and not even football, hell, at work here, I've messed up my shoulder and still had to work, because I didn't want to take off or miss anything or leave anybody else hanging. Because my job, if you take off, the load is on, more load is on other guys. So I kind of, you kind of have to be mindful of, things like that. And that's probably what Dez was going through at that time. As an athlete, you don't want to leave your guys hanging. You want to fight to the end till you can't anymore. So, like I say, kudos to that, to him on that. But, and then he said in the interview, I'm going to make sure that I'm 100% before I come back. I'm going to take care of myself and things like that. No, Dez is too competitive for that. He's going to get out there regardless. If he can run, if he can play, if he can plant, if he can catch the ball or try to catch the ball, he's going to get out there. Now, on to his contract. I hate talking about another man's pocketbook because I don't like somebody talking about my money. I got a family, and I've said this a million times. I got a wife and 2 kids, and I got a family, and I'm damn near 40 years old. And I don't like nobody judging and talking about my money and how much I get paid. You never tell nobody how much you make, or because people in this world, they judge you off of that. Like, oh, you don't make that much, or oh, you make a lot of money. Let me borrow $100. So you always keep your personal business to yourself. And I would hate that the whole world knew how much I make, knew how much my signing bonus was, knew how much, guaranteed money I was making. I would hate that because you have no privacy at all. Everybody know how much you make. That would piss me off. You cannot remain anonymous because the whole world is in your pocketbook and telling you need to take a pay cut. And we talked about this on a roundtable with my guys. I'm going to kick a shout out to them. LL, Cowboys legend, Space Cowboy 17, DJ Crown J, 5th Quarter Cowboy, Football News, obviously Shango and people like that, Law Nation, Cowboys Blog. If you haven't subscribed to those guys, please do, because they got some wonderful channels. They do a good job. But anyway, back to Dez. We've talked about this on a roundtable that we do every week about the situation. And I've brought up about, I could not ask another man, hey, you need to take a pay cut because you don't know his lifestyle, his livelihood. They're just kind of going off his performance. That's why they're saying that, But now that the subject has been, going around about his money and things like that, probably in the best of the team and maybe freeing up a little bit more money when you get older, like Dirk, a basketball player here in Dallas, Dallas Mavericks, he took a pay cut, Michael Jordan took a pay cut. I think Kobe took a pay cut. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that, but I think Kobe did. Older players, they tend to do that. I think Larry Fitzgerald did, to make way for the younger talent coming in. If they're productive. You get me? So there's a big if on Dez's productivity. So, but I know he said he didn't want to take a pay cut, but he also did say that he hasn't spoken to anyone, like Steven or Jerry or anybody in the front office about, his pay cut or negotiations or anything, But, I would hit him with the 8 million number and, see what he says, But that's just ballpark, But I think it would help the team if he did. I hate to go there. I really, really hate to go there. But it probably, he's getting older. He's not like he used to be. He's kind of getting out of his prime. But I still think he has enough in the tank to have a successful 1,000-yard season if the scheme is right. Because the scheme has to go. Everything has to go into play for a wide receiver to be successful. Everything. Running game, offensive line, Dak having time to throw the ball. everybody's kind of leaving that out, you know. You can't be running for your life and looking for guys. You know, you have to be comfortable back there in the pocket and boom, 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 and able to, just like Troy Aikman back in the day with the Great Wall of Dallas. But that's all I got, guys, man. I'm not going to hold you. I got to get in here to work or whatever. But I just want to talk about Dez a little bit. Hopefully that's the last time. Probably not. But, you know, we'll see, man. We'll see how it plays out. I really think he needs to bite the bullet and maybe talk to, you know, Stephen Jones about, you know, maybe, you know, negotiating a restructure, you know. That'll probably shut everybody up because everybody's in this damn pocket and stuff like that. So how would you like it if somebody was in your pocket about your money? So leave a like, leave a dislike, whatever you want to do. Leave a comment if you agree, if you disagree, I don't care. Make sure y'all show some love to all the other YouTubers out there that are trying to make videos, trying to make a way, trying to come up. Because everybody's doing the same thing. Nobody's better, nobody's worse. You know, we're all doing the same thing, fighting the same fight, and being diehard Cowboy fans. So that really matters. Keeping this team alive during this season, this tough season that we just had, going into the 2018-19 season. So make sure y'all stay prayed up because you never know what the day is gonna bring you. Holla back at your boy. I'm out.
And the only thing else I got to say is,